Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back. For those of you that are new here, my name is Ashley Diane. I'm a 39-year-old mother of two, full-time teacher, and fit model competitor with the Canadian Physique Alliance. Today is Saturday, January the 3rd, and it marks 14 weeks out from my fit model competition of this year, 2026. So I did my check-ins this morning. If I'm honest, I'm not 100% loving my check-ins. I think I'm probably harder on myself than other people. So as I got lean very quickly, and again, we're still 14 weeks out, which is quite a while, my coach has upped my food. I do have 2 cheat meals a week, and we're just kind of coasting. She doesn't want me to get too much leaner. So I'm kind of in a maintenance phase at the moment while my calories are going up. Last week, I weighed 129.0 and today I was 129.8. So I'm up nearly a pound. However, if I'm being honest, I wasn't the best with my diet this week. I didn't overindulge and anything of that nature. But again, as I have flexibility with my diet at the moment, I'm supposed to have 2 cheat meals. If I'm honest, I had more than 2. What I did though is I swapped my heavier calorie meal, like my beef and my pasta, for whatever else I ate. So it wasn't terrible, but yeah, I definitely wasn't consistent and I felt it. A couple days ago, my digestion was off and my stomach was pretty sore. And I do feel like I'm kind of retaining some water, but whatever. It is what it is. At the end of the day, despite all the meals I maybe consumed this week that were not on my plan, every single morning, my weight was the exact same, 129.8, to the point where I'm like, is my scale broken? Why is it not changing? Because there would be some days I did eat a little more the night before and maybe ate a bit later. And when I woke up, I know it hadn't digested and it still said 129.8. And I'm like, sure about that. But nonetheless, I was honest with my coach, which you need to be. I trust her with my prep and she has the same goals for me as I do for myself. So I was just honest. I'm like, hey, we have flexibility with my meal plan. So this is what I did. I also, again, full disclosure, haven't been doing cardio. Haven't done cardio all Christmas break. Oops. I'm supposed to do 2 cardio sessions, 20 minutes each, but I've skipped it. But it is what it is. Still 14 weeks to go. And if the goal technically has been to maintain, I'm doing that very well. But enough of that little spiel. Oh, and one other thing. I do still feel that maybe my core is maybe not as tight, but my glutes are getting leaner. So that's really the goal because you can't spot reduce fat and it's really hard to get leaner in an area you need to while not getting too lean in another area. And for me, that's been an issue because I get too lean in my upper body and then my glutes are not tight enough. But if, I'm a little softer up top at 14 weeks out and my glutes are getting tighter with more lines, then it's a win. At the end of the day, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. We still have 14 weeks to go. And, coasting right now is probably the best thing for me. And then as we get closer to show, we can grind if need be. But it is a new day. And right now have a busy day planned. I'm off to get my nails done. This is what they look like. I did these over 3 weeks ago with my daughter. I'll post a picture, but we got our nails done together and did a wintry theme. Super cute, but they're definitely growing and they need to be redone. So I'm going to get my nails done and then I work at noon. So in an hour and a half, I work at Kelsey's part-time. It's just a little roadhouse restaurant. I did do a cute little video for you of my outfit to prove I actually work at Kelsey's, but it's a job that I enjoy. It's a little extra spending money, put it towards the show, towards my house, towards nails and, all the girly stuff. So I work 12 to 3, more or less. If you are familiar with the restaurant industry, it's very unpredictable. you may end up getting cut earlier, which was the case yesterday. I left work an hour earlier than I was scheduled because it wasn't busy. Or sometimes you end up working later if it's busy. So more or less, I'm supposed to be done around 3. And then as I'm already in town, I'm going to head over to the gym. I'm not training today, but I do want to do my abs and actually be good and do cardio. But that is my plan for today. And I will take you along for a little bit of it. So catch you in the next clip. Hi YouTube. Today is January the 5th and I am back to work. So I just finished my first day back at school. It was nice to see the kids, but I wasn't the most excited when my alarm went off at 6 a.m. But what can you do? I had a good day so far and I'm on my way home. So a couple of things I wanted to share. The other day I broke down all of the expenses for my April show. I am going to be competing in a new category, so I need to get new suits. Fortunately, fit model suits are relatively affordable, like around $100. So because of that, I wanted to buy 2, have 2 different colors, and then have some options for show day, depending on what the background is like, maybe what other girls are wearing. So I want to buy 2 suits, and then there's a bunch of other expenses when it comes to competing. It's funny. People will ask me do you make money when you compete? Like, do you get prize money? The answer is no. Bodybuilding is a very expensive hobby, but you know what? Some people would rather spend their money shopping, going to clubs or bars or this or that. Like for me, this is, a hobby that aligns with my lifestyle and I enjoy it. So I don't mind. However, it is pretty expensive. So my tentative breakdown, more or less, is close to $1,500 just for the April show. Because I have to buy the suits. I have to pay my annual membership with the Canadian Physique Alliance, the federation I'm competing in. I have to register for the show. That's like $340. I really want to pay for show photos for this particular show because the photographer that does it does a phenomenal job and gets amazing behind the scenes photos, black and white photos. So that's worth it. I have to pay for hair and makeup. I am planning to do my own DIY tan, just like I did in 2024 when I competed. It turned out well, and it's a good way to save a couple $100. I need to book the hotel. I don't know what else there is. More or less is about $1,500. So I don't want to pay for it all in one shot. That's a lot of money. And I have been doing some fitness coaching on the side, and it just is a little extra money. So I had kind of thought, you know what, with the extra money I get from fitness coaching, I'll start to pay for some of the little things on my to-do list. So in the last couple of days, I registered for the Canadian Physique Alliance. So I have my 2026 membership. And I also registered for the show. So 2 things are paid for right off the bat. So I'm pretty excited. It is now official. I will be doing the show. Can't get my money back, but I'm excited. So it will be good. And the other thing I wanted to share with you guys, again, I only go to the gym 3 days a week. And only one of those days is on a school night. The other days I want to be home with my kids and spend more time with them. But my son has shown an interest in badminton. So I found just through like the local town that their Parks and Recreation program that they're offering badminton at the local high school on Monday nights. So it's only $40 for a 10-week program. So I signed my daughter, my son, and myself up. The three of us will be doing badminton tonight. And you know what? It's kind of a nice way to get through winter because winter isn't very fun. And I'm looking forward to that. It's also kind of nice because my kids have done different activities. Like their main activity now is karate, and I take them, but I sit and I watch and they just participate. Where this is kind of fun because it's an opportunity for me to also participate. A little activity. I don't think badminton's that strenuous, but it's fun. It's being fit. It's spending time with my kids and just making some memories. So I will show you a little bit of that. I am excited to see what that will be about. But I am on my way home. My daughter and I have big plans tonight. I love her so much, but she is not very neat and her room definitely needs some TLC. So we are going to do a deep clean of her bedroom tonight with garbage bags and hopefully discard of a bunch of things that she no longer needs and to make her room less cluttered. I also got her a really cute little canopy over her bed because she's such a princess and wants a princess bed. So that is going to be the reward from helping me work really hard and clean her room tonight. So I may show you a little bit of the mess and how we tackle it, but that is my plan for today. So clean her room. I made a nice hot potted chili. I prepared it last night, kept it in the crock pot, and then this morning I turned it on. So hopefully that will turn out nicely for my kids. I'll be having my typical meal, my pasta and beef, and then we're going to hit up badminton, which I'm excited for. So I will take you along and catch you in the next clip. Hi, YouTube. Today is Friday, January the 9th. It's been a little while since I picked up my camera. Last I left off was badminton on Monday night. After badminton, I did some posing practice. I actually tweaked my posing when I transitioned from the front to the back. I would have my left arm move first, then I'd move my leg. But now I've played around with it and I am moving my leg and my arm at the same time. So I'm happy with how that looks. So just continue to polish it. So that was Monday. Tuesday was a snow day here. So there was freezing rain in the forecast, and snow days are great because at my school, it's rural and everybody's best. So we had 40 kids total in the entire school, which is amazing. And then we put all the kids together in one group. We signed up for 40 minutes and supervise the children, come up with activities of sorts, have them for the 40 minutes. And then the rest of the day is for us to do whatever. And as my report cards are due in a couple weeks, I was very productive and used the time to get a good chunk of report cards done. So that was Tuesday. Went to the gym. I didn't film. It was pretty busy. I think probably all the New Year's resolution people are still at the gym, seeing how it's still the beginning of January. I had a really good session. I got in my cardio and then I went home and I was pooped. So I guess that's a good sign. Wednesday was karate. Yesterday, I had a doctor's appointment in the morning to get a letter for massage so I can have massage covered by my benefits. I worked and then I went home and enjoyed a movie with my kids, as I like to have a movie night once a week. we've been in this like 90s movie craze, and my kids really enjoy watching 90s movies. And for me, it's so nostalgic from when I was a kid. And yesterday we watched, it wasn't actually from the 90s, it was 2003. So close enough. Cheaper by the Dozen with Steve Martin. Super cute movie. I think my daughter enjoyed it. By the way, if you have any suggestions for a good 90s movie, comment below and I can add it to my list of future movies to watch with my kids. So far, some of our favorites, Mrs. Doubtfire was a good one. They really enjoyed Parent Trap. Yeah, I'd say those were the favorites. Some of the movies actually from when I was a kid, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I thought would be good. It wasn't very good. So it's funny how your perception changes over time. And you know what? I guess with newer technology, yeah. But so that was yesterday, and now it's Friday, and I am done. It's just past noon, and I am going to my own children's school because I have a transition to high school meeting in regards to my son. I should be done the meeting around 1:00, and I'm going to hit up the gym nice and early while my kids are still in school. So that should be a good way to kick off the weekend. So that's kind of what I've been up to this last week. Maybe it's not too exciting. Prep is very monotonous every day and every week. It's a repeat of the week before. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I like the consistency of my training schedule, the time with my kids, my meals, and it's getting me results and the days are coming. So tomorrow will be 13 weeks out. I'm very excited for that. But I think I am going to wrap up this video, go to the meeting for my son with the high school, and then train and drop off my kids. Edit the video, post it, and then I will start fresh again tomorrow. So thank you for following along thus far, and I will catch you next week when we are 13 weeks out. Thank you. Bye.